Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios. And check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show. Hey, what is up? This is Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show. I'm Tom. Say hello to the boy.
Hey!
And I dropped the phone. There's no such thing as a mistake when you're live, folks. So I hope you enjoyed that little sound effect.
That hurt. It hit my foot.
It hit your... Did it really?
Yes.
That was awesome.
It was like a mic drop.
A mic throw, actually. Yeah. That third voice that you're hearing is a special guest star. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Bond himself, Pierce Brosnan! No? You can't even try a British accent?
Nah, I'm not even gonna try it.
We can't do Pierce Brosnan. We have to go like Daniel Craig. Is that what you're telling me?
That's right.
Wow. Well, I queued it up for you. And it could have been awesome. You could have at least said cheerio or something, but I got nothing. Cheerio.
I know, I suck.
Well, okay. So now you folks know who it is. That's right. This is Ramsey the Downtrodden. His friends and family refer to him affectionately as Ramsey the Downtrodden. Watch out. Vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead. So, what's up, guys? This is part 2 of... And we didn't get a title. This is part 2 of Heroes Con or Bust. That's good, right? I don't know. Maybe we'll
go with it.
Maybe we'll just call this one Heroes Con or Bust, and then anyway, I don't know. So the first part of this show took place on the main event. This is part 2. The con is over. Not over. It's over for us. And so we are heading back home, as it were. But we're going to hammer out an episode of the show here. How did everyone enjoy themselves today?
Good.
Had a great time, yeah.
Sweet. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I'm old. It's all right. I had fun. I got a cool hat. I got some great shoes. I didn't buy that stuff today. I just wore them. But
yeah, I bought a special shirt for the con. Avengers Infinity War.
That's true.
Pretty cool. It's from the UK.
There you go. Greg likes to buy foreign. He won't buy made in America because that's just how he rolls. Greg's not a patriot. Do you have a problem with Americans running around calling themselves patriots? I got a problem with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they really know what they're talking about.
Thank you. Ignorance. It's not so blissful. And so here's my thinking, and tell me if I'm wrong here. Unless you served in the military, are you really a patriot?
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe you could show your support for the troops.
Sure. But can't that just mean you're doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Why do you need a label for that? I'm a patriot. You ever took up arms to defend our nation against outside forces? Or went to other countries and bled on their soil for our cause? Then you, sir, are not a patriot. I'm just saying. And people that are like, listen, there's a wave of crazy, intense patriotism out there. And it's like a little scary. And I'm not saying you can't be happy to be an American, but when people say I'm proud, listen, to me, and again, correct me if I'm wrong here, but shouldn't you be proud of something you accomplished? Right?
Yeah.
Aren't you proud to still have the job you've had for how long now? 20 years?
20, 24, 25.
There you go. Doesn't that make you proud that you've held on this long, you've done a good enough job, and you've been considered for positions and raises? And
no, I can't be proud of that.
That's something to be proud of. How are you proud to be an American?
Because you didn't earn it. You were born.
Right. Unless you defended our country, you didn't earn anything. You sit back while other people bleed and die on foreign soil for your sake. So I just don't know. You didn't think we were going to get all political on the show, did you?
No, I didn't see us going there.
Well, you know what? If you listen to the show, if you have some technology, you would know what we do here on the Fun Show. Fun doesn't always mean fun, haha. It means fun, like intellectual fun. Right, son?
Yeah.
That's I don't know what you're talking about, Dad, kind of answer.
I'm down with it.
Are you cool?
Yeah.
Well, it's too late. We're moving on.
Just when it was getting good.
That's right. Son, are you going to stay awake for this back there?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sounding a little iffy right now. So, this was the boy's 6th year going to the con.
Unbelievable.
I know. We started taking him when he was 3 years old. You know, it got to the point for me where I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. And, yeah, he did great.
You broke him in 6 years ago.
That's right. Insane, man. Time flies. I hate that cliche, but it's the truth.
It's true.
Son, what was your favorite part of the con?
There's a plane.
Huh? Stay on target.
The plane.
I know, right? Did you have a favorite part? You got to play some video games while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pac-Man and what was the other one called? Golden Axe. You had pinball. You had 3 buttons: jump, attack, and magic.
I used magic once and it obliterated everything.
Yeah. Kills yourself. Restarts the game. You're like, well, I should never do that again.
Yeah, don't mash that button.
Don't mash that button. Use this only in case of emergency. How you feel about that car right there? I'm kind of digging that car.
Which car?
Chevy Traverse.
I like the wheels.
Yeah. That's the one they've been advertising on TV. I'm a sucker for good advertising.
Yeah, I could get into it.
Yeah, it's white. I'm not really much for white, though.
It's hard to keep clean.
It is. Plus, you know, it's like white. I don't know. I'm more black myself, so it's my color.
There goes the Griswolds in the left lane.
That's right. That old panel station wagon. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Thing torn all to pieces. And they stopped to ask for directions and they got carjacked as they were sitting there. Isn't that what happened? Or am I thinking of another movie?
Man, I don't know.
I can't remember. So, I enjoyed it. It does feel like it went by pretty fast again.
It always does. Though.
It always does, right?
No, it did not feel like it.
Not for you? Well, as long as you're still enjoying yourself, son, that's all that matters. Tell the folks who you were this year.
Black Panther.
That's right. You got some cool, wicked good pictures this year, too, with other people. And you actually got a picture with another Black Panther. That was cool. I was hoping it'd be another kid wearing a Black Panther suit. That would have been kind of funny.
I did see one kid wearing a Black Panther mask, but no, it was all he
Yeah,
had.
so did I. And then he was wearing like a Titans jacket.
What would have been cool is if we could have rounded up a bunch of guys we saw, put you all together, and it would have been an Avengers picture.
Yes.
I didn't see a Thor. There's no Thor.
Maybe Thor's coming tomorrow.
Could be. Thor shows up at the time upon which he is chosen.
Maybe Wolverine will come tomorrow.
Maybe so. So we saw Wolverine, not the Wolverine we see every year. That guy probably hits it on the weekends. We didn't see a Flash. We didn't see a Thor. We didn't see an Iron Man. We saw a couple of Batman. There was only one Deadpool.
Yeah. Amazing.
God, 2. There was like 6 Deadpool last year or more.
There was
He's
2
usually
because
crowd
one was
pleaser.
an adult and then the other one was a kid.
Was there a Batgirl this time?
No.
I didn't think there was a Batgirl this time.
Saw a few cat women.
True. Who else did we maybe not
There
see?
was a kid in the Flash costume. I do remember that.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
We saw a couple of robins. It's like we went bird watching. Saw robins and some ravens and it's funny. Yeah, we saw a couple of ravens, a couple of robins. One joker is all I saw this year. There used to be a lot of jokers. You know what's funny is I think a lot of that stuff, a lot of it has to do with what's popular right now in the theaters and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when Avengers is out, you see more Avengers costumes. When DC is out, like DC is out in the theaters, you see more people crying because the movies are that bad.
Yeah, it's a shame.
See, they just can't get it right.
But you would have thought you would have seen more Black Panther.
True.
Out on the heels of the movie.
Wakanda forever.
I saw it too whenever I was playing a game. I think I was playing Pac-Man, and then I saw another Black Panther with one of his friends. Just
Well, I mean, we saw some good ones. I do have a feeling that we missed out on a lot of good cosplay because we didn't get to go on a Saturday this time. I will say that. However, I will say this. Our first 2 hours there, we're like, dude, there's no one here. Like, it felt, now it got busier as the day went on. But for at least the first, 2 to 3 hours, it was like, wow, I can't believe how slow it is in here today.
Yeah, you had room to breathe.
Yeah, which is something you never have. But I can't complain too much. It's, for better or worse, those are my people in there. I can have more conversations with people like that than I could any other people, any other walk of life. I could talk to someone that appreciates music, and I could talk to comic book guys, and that's maybe a little sports, maybe a little, but that's it. And then pro wrestling guys, obviously. But other than that, that's those are my strong suits. Like, I tend to not speak up in conversations when people are talking about stuff I'm not very familiar with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy that says, well, I know too, and I've seen it one time. I don't want to be that guy. Like, I want to be able to offer something good, something constructive to talk about.
Yeah, whenever I hear somebody talk, a couple of guys talking about something I don't know anything about, I just kind of like, just walk off.
What about the Indian guy that was there, and he walks right up to you and says, it's good to see you.
Actually,
I'm glad you are here.
Yeah, he says,
that's it.
Thank you for being here.
He said, I'm glad you are here. And I said, okay, thanks. And he's like, he starts to take these books out of his bag. And I swear the book said something to the effect of easily travel to planets.
Yeah.
Easy travel to planets. And I'm like, oh, God. And I almost said, oh, God, you're one of those people. Like, I know there's a lot of science fiction guys in here that might believe a lot of wacky stuff, but I'm gonna guarantee you something right now. You are on the fringe, pal. For real. Most of these guys are gonna go home to their families and their full-time jobs, and this is a passion for them. But no one here really thinks the world's flat. Okay, pal. Just How about telling a man there's a car in front of a stop, Greg?
There's a car in front of a stop,
dude. You have not earned your keep.
I'm Captain Hindsight. All right.
Captain Hindsight.
That's what Kyle was.
Captain Obvious and Major Hindsight. That should be a team right there.
But yeah, that dude weirded me out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was not very fun.
Especially when he asked for donations, and I said I don't have any cash, and he said I'll take a credit card.
And you're like, no, you won't. You're not taking my credit card. Oh, we did find some good deals. And the reason I'm remembering it right now is because the word Gilead right there. Because one of the Dark Tower books was the Fall of Gilead. We found some Dark Tower books for $2 a pop, man.
Yeah, that's the cheapest I've seen. Hardbacks.
That's like Sunday prices when they're trying to clean up and go home. So yeah, I've only ever had the first edition of Dark Tower, so I picked up the other 3 just for the heck of it. You got all 4, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never read any of them, so I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah. It's Stephen King. I think the adaptation is pretty good. I've never read the novels, but I think it's pretty good. But it's going to take some sitting down and really having time to focus. Yeah. I heard the movie was god awful.
I was going to ask you about that.
But what happened was they tried to cram the entire series into one film.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem. And they changed a lot of things. They changed a lot of the characters and the motivations and yeah.
So it was kind of like almost like a DC movie.
Yeah, really. So yeah, I like to spend my days ripping on DC film projects because they're terrible. You know, they're working on Shazam right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for real. I've seen the guy in the suit. It's a little cartoony, but I'm reserving judgment until I one day accidentally stumble upon it on network television because I have no intention of going to watch it. Actually, that's not true. I may go watch it. I'm not sure. But the DC Universe, as they were building in front of your very eyes, seems to not be being built any longer. I think they're starting to hit the pause button if they've not hit it already, because they see it's just not working.
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody, I don't know who they have, their executives or what, but somebody doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, you know, they've had Jeff Johns overseeing the projects, and he's the comic book guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so at least they've had a comic book guy on hand, but I'm thinking, you're the comic book guy and it still sucks. Like, are you not giving, like, I don't know what's going on there, but he has stepped back from his role and Jim Lee has took over. So I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Jim Lee's not a director. So speaking of director and things that are happening out there, they are moving forward with another Spawn film.
Oh, it's been a while, huh?
Todd McFarlane is directing the film. So we all know Spawn is Todd's character. Guess who's playing Al Simmons? Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
He got Fox to do it. Apparently they're tight. And he's going to do it. We're going to see how it goes. So he got the funding for it. He's going to direct it. Todd McFarlane's a writer and an artist. He's not a director. So we'll see how that goes. Son?
Yeah.
Let's skip change gears here. How are you liking the summer so far?
Good.
We haven't got to do a whole lot since school let out. School just let out last week.
Uh-huh.
So I know
This week.
well, for you, yeah. I know you were ready for it to be over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What kind of stuff you want to do this summer?
Swimming and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Whole bunch of other stuff. Well, the boy can't swim, but he can get in the pool. The old man can't swim either. I gotta be honest with you. Can you swim?
I can swim, but I'm not an Olympic swimmer.
You're not proficient at it.
Yeah.
Right.
I know how to keep myself afloat. And everything.
Oh hell, I can't do that. My feet had to touch the bottom, or you see Tom turn into a great big hairy chick, screaming for bloody murder. Like, yeah, I can't do it.
See that.
No, you wouldn't. You'd change your mind. You'd be like, I gotta stop watching this. This is kind of pathetic. Yeah, I can't handle it, man. It makes me crazy. I got.
Especially whenever we were with the dolphins in concert.
That's right. Last episode of the fun show that Greg wasn't here for was 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a rundown of our cruise. Oh, brakes!
There's a Winnebago and a Jeep in front of us.
I know, man. That Jeep's falling awful close, man.
Yeah.
Greg was not along for that episode because Greg was at the house watching the animals and hoping that they didn't puke on him. Because we have a dog and a cat and they tend to vomit everywhere.
Well,
It's
no,
just-
Wicked doesn't, but
He's
Tiny
done it.
does.
He's done it, though.
Tiny did vomit some, but you know.
God, see? You're like, did you stay out all night drinking? What'd you do? Yeah, last episode we were talking about the cruise and everything. And it's so odd. I have an intense fear of heights, and I'm scared to be in the water if my feet aren't touching. So here we're on a great big cruise ship, several stories high, on the very top of the boat, in ocean, with no land whatsoever around for
This
miles.
is a double whammy.
Yeah. If there was like country music playing, I would have been in hell. Like that would have been my, you know. But the cruise boat is fun. If you've never took a cruise, Greg, you gotta. I'm gonna start treating you like Peter treats Meg on Family Guy. Greg, you know, every time. Shut up, Greg.
That was good.
She's like the stepchild, redhead stepchild of that show.
Yeah.
They just hate on her so much.
I feel sorry for her in a way.
Yeah. You know, remember Peter called her one time, he called her Boy Chris. I had to go pick up boy Chris from class or whatever it was. Oh, it's funny. No, it was girl Chris. That joke made no sense. Dang it, Greg. Where were you on that one?
I didn't see that episode.
Oh, he called Meg girl Chris. That's what he called her. Oh, it's good stuff. It's funny now. It was funny before when I thought I had it right. It's really funny now.
I wasn't paying attention there.
I can tell, you know. Thanks for a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, I'm getting baked by the sun over here, man.
Well, hey, I've never been on a cruise. You've never been to Hawaii. How about that, pal?
Ah,
yeah.
crap, you got me there, man.
I've been there twice.
Twice to Hawaii.
Yes.
But I've been on 3 cruises, Greg. So 3.
3 to 2.
3, Greg, 3. So,
all right, you got the numbers.
Yeah. But Hawaii's awesome. I can't imagine. I mean, how long is the plane ride from here to California?
Well, the plane ride from the States to Hawaii does suck. It's like about 8 or 9 hours. So, yeah, that's kind of rough.
So if you're going, all right, so I'm guessing you went to California. You flew to California, then flew from California to Hawaii, right?
I think the first time we flew to Detroit or Chicago, and then we left from there to Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like 11 hours total.
I see. Interesting.
So you might want to, take a book to read or.
Yeah. Cocaine, stay away.
Yeah.
Right.
Cocaine in a can, baby.
Speaking of staying awake, are you still with us, son?
Yeah.
Okay. Wes, is there anything you'd like to talk about on the show today?
Play Fortnite.
I don't know what that means. Talking about what?
Play Fortnite.
What's Fortnite again? I'm kidding. Relax. Fortnite is an online game that's free, but when they get you in there, they try to sell you a bunch of crap that you don't really need.
You do need V-Bucks.
Why? What is virtual money? Virtual bucks?
Yes.
Yeah. How far have you got? There's not really levels to the game, is there?
Well, there's not levels, but you have levels. Like level 1 or level 2.
Oh, to your... Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a level 25.
25?
And I had to start on level 1 ever since Season 4 came out.
How many levels are there?
100 is the max.
Wow.
On your way, Wesley.
Yeah. See, you're accomplishing stuff.
You're
One day...
1/4 there. You could be proud of that.
That's right. That's an accomplishment. And then, like, later on, it won't lead to nothing. But, I mean, it's still fun. I can't bag on them too much, dude. It's an odd comparison, right? But I didn't grow up with video games. I had an Atari 6400 when I was a kid. But
I found an Atari in Goodwill.
Yeah. Well, it was a hand-me-down. It wasn't brand new. We couldn't afford anything brand new anyway. And Pong was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Played it on a black and white TV. Might as well. No color, right?
Right. I guess probably my favorite on Atari might have been stick figure football.
Yeah, I remember that too. I used to play that all the time. Wasn't one of you like one side was black, the other side was white, and the screen was gray?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
It seems like I remember you could put it on the hardest level or something, and the computer's stick figure players would breeze by you. You couldn't catch them or something.
Even back then, they rigged it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So you didn't have a Nintendo, or?
I had an Atari 6400. The only Nintendo that we ever had was we got the Nintendo 64, but that was when we got. Actually, I bought the thing, and that's when I was still living at home. My sister wasn't even a teenager yet. Maybe she was barely a teenager. And I don't even know whatever happened to that thing. I never kept it. I wish I'd kept it.
But you never had the first Nintendo?
No, I never went out for the Nintendo. I just never...
Oh, man, you missed out on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That was
that's
an
true.
Awesome game.
I've heard great things about that game.
Yeah.
At any point during the game did he utter the phrase, "I'll eat your children"?
No.
See, that just takes the reality out of the game.
Yeah. But it was it was fun, but at times very frustrating because like, how am I gonna beat this guy?
So did you have to fight various different fighters till you got to Tyson?
Yes. You moved up. I think there were like three levels of fighters, and then there were 3 more, and then finally, eventually, you got to Tyson. And Tyson was like a monster.
I bet so.
When you first faced him, it's like you're knocked down, you're knocked out.
Just throw your hands up and give up.
Yeah.
So what else is going on here? I don't think we've got anything coming up anytime soon. The con was a big thing for us. I'm trying to think of something else. We've done a huge vacation. We did the con. I don't know if anything's coming up soon. Been a long time since we've been to see WWE in person. That'd be cool. We'll have to keep our eyes open for tickets. Are you down to go to a Monday Night Raw if we can get tickets?
Well, I'd have to have the Tuesday off for sure.
Oh, of course, yeah. So I'm just going to throw it out there to you. If we get a chance to get tickets at some point, but I can't get a hold of you, and tickets are going to sell like a couple months in advance. Right. Are you down for getting a ticket? If the answer is yes, then yes.
Let's ask you a question. How much are tickets going now?
I mean, it's not much, like $750.
That's not bad.
It depends on how close you get. You could punch up ringside if you want to, but you're going to pay more, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I've always said I would love to be ringside for a WWE event, but I've never been able to do it. I just didn't want to drop that kind of cabbage on it.
You mean salary? Celery?
No, not celery.
Celery.
I thought he said salary for a second. When you go on Ticketmaster and you go to buy tickets, it's just like anything else. It'll put you as close as it can, because it asks you how many seats you have, and then the app will put you as close as you can, and then it gives you like a 5-minute window to make a decision, pull the trigger, and buy the tickets, or you lose those tickets.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't remember, dude. It's been a while since we got to go. It's kind of pricey, but it's not too awful bad. It's worth it. I've lost count of how many times we've been to Raw and SmackDown. It's I don't remember the last time. What happened last time we got to go, son? Was that when Evolution was still together?
I think so.
I think so too. I can't remember what was happening then.
Oh wait, no. The last time we seen wrestling was at the Hickory Spectrum Center.
No. I'm talking about WWE. I'm not talking about just wrestling in general.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. We stayed in a hotel overnight last time, I think. Didn't we stay in a hotel last time? Or did we drive straight back?
We stayed in the hotel.
See, we've done that so much, I don't remember now either. It's fun, man. It really is a blast. Well, we're winding down the episode. This is just a 30-minute fun show, Greg.
Just 30 minutes, come on.
That's all you got, pal. You should have had more fun. Because it's 30 minutes of fun. Hence the name.
And we're on the road again.
We're always on the road. We have a running joke here on the show that we should have called this Tom Clark's 30-minute road show. If I had it to do over again, that's what it would be called. Because we're always on the road. We've only had a couple of episodes that were done in the house or in the studio. That's it. Rest of the time we're on the way. We're either on the way to get food, or we just ate, or we're going shopping, or we just got done shopping.
Something fun, right?
God. We've made many trips to Waffle House on the 30-minute fun show. I could go for some Waffle House coffee right about now. Little known fact about Waffle House coffee, how strong it is. You can jack your car up with it. That's how strong it is. It's immensely strong.
It's
delicious. Pour it on the paint, peels right off. If you're ever in a tight situation, you got to escape. Pour it on the floor, jump through the hole it makes, and you're on your way to freedom.
And just made me think of a Three Stooge episode. That's exactly what happened.
I haven't seen Three Stooges in a long time.
They had some kind of boric acid or something. They poured it to the floor and they just fell through.
This kid back here used to love. Remember they used to play the marathons on AMC?
Mm-hmm.
It would have that little bumper that would come to let you know it was the AMC bumper, like a whoosh. with a little jingle behind it. And then every time they played the bumper, immediately afterward, dun, 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 Three Blind Mice would play. So I've got a video of Wesley where he's in the kitchen, and he's real little. He's in the kitchen, and he hears the bumper on the TV. And he runs into the living room so he can start dancing to the Three Stooges song.
Oh, that's cool.
Funniest thing ever. He used to love watching Three Stooges. Didn't know what was happening, but he loved it. Maybe that explains why he's so messed up now and always wants to hit people and stuff. Not people, but me.
Yeah.
So.
Can I tell you one thing that I used to love when I was a kid? It got me real pumped up and watching TV.
It better be fun, Greg.
It was fun.
All right.
It was before the Incredible Hulk came on, the Incredible Hulk series. It was that little, I don't know if it's CBS or NBC or whatever. It was like something that was, I don't know, spinning across the screen.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember how the theme went, but it got me pumped up. I was like, yes, Incredible Hulk.
Right. They had the DVD back there, the entire series from the 60s. You should have bought it.
It was 60s, or was it 70s?
Maybe it was 70s.
Yeah, I've got the entire series on DVD.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Man, you're ahead of the game, pal.
Oh, I had to have it.
Well, folks, we're in traffic. You don't want to be where we are right now. The show's fun, but the traffic isn't. Speaking of the show being fun, that's all the time we got for you this time. We could just go on and on and on and on, but we're not going to do it. You want to know why? I'm tired. And I'm driving these fools back home. And I got to have some coffee, soon.
You're a fool.
Why am I a fool?
Because you called us.
Just because I call you names, that does not justify you calling me a name in return. You should be forgiving. Turn the other cheek.
No.
All right, that's all we got. Greg, thanks for being on the show this time.
Yes, enjoyed it.
Of course, next time be more fun. So that's it. We're getting out of here. Everyone say thank you to Greg. Son,
What?
say thank you to Greg for being on the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm not thanking you, Greg. You sucked. It's all right, though. Do better next time. Or I'll just kick you out of the car.
Yeah, in the middle of traffic.
In the middle of traffic. All right, we're out. Remember to check us out, boinkstudios.com, for all your Tom Clark pro wrestling needs, and come back to the show as soon as you possibly can. Thanks for tuning in. That's all. We're out of here. And we'll see you next time. Boy, hit 'em!
Play Fortnite!